aunties and cousins. Welcome back to Mama Naija's kitchen. Today we're going to be showcasing a home comfort food known to many people in Nigeria as yam porridge. But of course, as usual, I am going to put my own twist at it by spicing it up, taking it up a little notch by adding ginger. So it is going to be called gingered yam porridge. Okay, so stay tuned and please grab your seats, grab your friends, connect with your families, let them know Mama Naija's kitchen is on with gingered yam porridge. We have the tuber of yam. Okay, this is our main ingredient. The yam tuber, this is Ghana yam. And then of course I'm going to have ripe plantain. I have 2 ripe plantain to kind of sweeten up the porridge in itself. And our red bell pepper, 2 small sized onions, tomato paste, and habanero pepper, and vegetable oil. So I am using 1 quart or 2 ounces of vegetable oil. So again, I am going health centric, so it's going to be a little bit of oil in my food this year 2021. And of course I have minced and chopped fresh ginger that is going to be gingering the yam porridge up. And of course you have to get some protein to go with it. And I have my washed dry fish. This is some kuta fish that is washed already. And I do have chopped kale. This is actually frozen, so I brought it out so it can defrost and I will be able to use it for my yam porridge. And of course for garnishing is a boiled whole egg. So with the yam, you want to cut it up in big chunk. You can see the size that I'm using. There is a reason why it is called that way, because you want some of the yam, the exterior portion of the yam, to melt into the sauce, and you want to retain the center of the yam. So I'm going to peel this and transfer it immediately into cold water to prevent the yam from discoloration. So I actually want to just cut that before I transfer it, cut that into 2 pieces. So once I cut it, I transfer it into water immediately. And you want to do that so the yam does not discolor. If you see what is going on here, oxidation. So yam does not tolerate oxidation at all. Once it is exposed to air, it starts to change pigmentation. So yam porridge, is something that is very quick and easy food to make before you go to work or when you come back from work, for your family to have and enjoy. And it is also quite filling at the same time. There is something to, as a child, you are looking forward to see that steamy hot yam porridge coming off from the stove and getting onto your plate, ready to be eating. It is quite a comfort feeling to be generated. This, because of the size, I'm going to cut it into 3 pieces. Sometimes you might not be that lucky. You might have some yam that will have some spots of decay in it. So you want to just carve that out so it's not included in your food. I love yam, you know. It is very versatile. There are multiple ways you can enjoy yam. You can boil it, you can bake it, you can roast it, you know, you can also fry it, which is actually one of my favorite ways to eat yam. Fried yam with egg. Let's carve that out. Good. So cut that into 3 pieces. All right, very good. So this is our yam. So I'm going to rinse this out. And transfer it into, I have another bowl of water here. Transfer it in there so I can get rid of all this the little skin that is there, to make sure my yam is clean before I start the cooking process. So I do have 4 cups of water that I'm going to be using for the yam. Okay, you know, the consistency that you want for your yam porridge, you know, it's really up to your preference. You know, some people like it runny, some people like it mildly thick, some people like it really thick. I am kind of on the average, the middle part of it. I want it a little bit thick, you know, but not too thick. So this is my plantain, ripe plantain. You know, this gives you natural sweetness to your porridge. To me personally, yam porridge was a very easy comfort food that I can always go to, and it was very easy to prep as a child when I was growing up. Actually, let me say in my teenage years, when I could handle the kitchen on my own. Okay, so back in the days when I was in high school, whenever there is yam harvest season, so you know, you have yam everywhere. So that is something that we could easily go to the kitchen, cut it up, put some tomatoes, palm oil, and voila, it is ready, and pack it up as lunch. So once I have that in my food flask, hey, I am good to go for the day. If you remember when I showed you the ingredients, I had the tomato paste, the onions, the habanero pepper, and red pepper. So I have all of those items together in the blender with a small amount of water to maintain that thick consistency, as I do not want my yam porridge to be runny. So you want to blend this until smooth. Alright, kind of coarsely smooth, but that's good. I like that, that's fine. At this point, we have all of our ingredients prepped and ready. So as you can see, I do have the yam and the plantain starting to boil on the stove. So I'm going to pour over the blended tomato paste right in. Smoked fish. This is really yummy. Honestly, home comfort food. Looking deliciously good. So, lastly is the egg, of course, which I'm just going to use to garnish. And voila. we have come to the final products, and as you can see, I have a piping hot, warmed, comfort, gingered yam porridge. It is quite remarkable. You know, it takes me back home to my childhood, you know, when I had nothing but just the yam, the oil, and the tomatoes. But look at now what I have been able to garnish it with. So you can cook yam porridge at the very simplest level, or you can actually make it a little bit sophisticated by adding any other ingredients of your choice. So yam porridge, I'm gonna give it a taste. I'm going to start off with the plantain. As you can see, the plantain, you know, as I was saying earlier, the exterior portion of it, you know, will dissolve into the sauce, and you still have a very firm middle of it. Voila! Ooh, that is lovely. You can see again the exterior portion of it is kind of melted into the sauce, but it held its integrity and it is quite firm. And this, of course, my darling, I am gonna take with some sauce and really let it soak in. And the ginger. It is my first time putting the ginger in a yam porridge. It was actually a good choice because it gives it a very good, interesting punch. It is heavenly. Yum, yum, yum. My fish. Need to get some protein in here, right? Beautiful. And as you can see, my vegetable is still quite green and crunchy, retaining its minerals and vitamins. What a nutritious bowl of gingered yam porridge. So, I hope you are able to cook this for your families, your loved one, or even just for yourself. Give yourself a treat. You know, take a little journey back home, right in your own kitchen, wherever you are, in the States, on the universe, in Africa, Asia, or any part of the world. I hope you take a moment and enjoy a delicious gingered yam porridge. Thank you all again for watching. Remember to share, like, and subscribe down below. The recipe is down below, will be listed for you so that you can actually replicate this and enjoy it with your family. So long. See you again next time at Mama Naija's kitchen. The only place where it is done right, just for you. Obulu, okay,